Yo, Gormy, do you have Dead by Daylight? Ah! What it is, guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD, and today we are here to check out none other than a ton of scary TikToks. We gonna take a try not to get scared challenge. Got a ton of scary clips for you guys that I done found scouring all across the internet. Make sure to sit back, relax, shave your feet and your shoulders. Females, feel free to pull y'all breast out if you like. It's all about comfortability. Let's do this. Yo, what's up, stuffed cheese? Do I believe in ghosts? Yes.
Messing around in an abandoned place of religion is not a smart idea whatsoever.
It's really not.
The man in the next clip of this video seemingly didn't have a care in the world. He was called Mario, and the day before this clip, he thought...
And the day before this clip, he signed his own pity on the running kind.
The poltergeists of the church came to prove him wrong.
Footsteps, so like scratches on my door, and like we trying to figure out what it is, but
what it do?
Hold on, you hear that? Hold on,
yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on, shine over there, baby, shine over there. It's like,
you talking about your girlfriend, or is that your dog that you're telling to shine the light on?
I don't know if you guys could hear that, but there's like paranormal activity.
Oh shit! Hold on now,
baby. Oh my God, baby, come on, stop, baby.
Use your girlfriend as a shield. Ah!
Come on, stop, baby. Baby, stop.
Oh, shit. Run away.
What is that?
Okay, I got jump scared on that one. That's a 1. I got jump scared.
Baby, what is that? Oh, God, baby. Come on, we got to stop this.
Before the clip began, Mario and his wife could hear scratching noises from their bedroom door, and this frightened them because
That's
when they opened
Brienne.
the door, expecting to see an animal, nothing was on the other
Use your
side.
girl as a sacrifice.
They started filming. And this
For
is
real.
when the act of a spirit.
That's what's up. Sponsored by BHD Army.
On
Don't get
December
haunted.
the 16th of 2023, a Spanish security guard was working her night shift. Unlike most employees across the world, this worker loved the night shift because as a security guard, she rarely ever had to face any issues. All she did was sit around in an office on her phone whilst she got paid. On the rare occasion that something did happen, it would just be a few teenagers doing teenager stuff, such as graffiti or breaking into the hospital. What happened on this fateful night was much different, though.
Is that a GameCube? BHD, what's your female type? My female type is females that work out and... Oh my God, no.
The wheelchair slowly began to move, and towards the end of the clip, it jolted forwards towards the office of the security guard. This gave her the chills for obvious reasons, because for all she knew, whatever was controlling that wheelchair was looking at her, and she had no idea. The
Ghost
chances
people
are
can
that
be
it was
old
an
now.
ex-patient at the hospital who had unfortunately passed away and roamed its walls out of pure anger.
Damn.
Any time awake past 1 a.m. can feel like the most eerie and mysterious of times. The fact that barely anybody else in your city, let alone your street, is awake, can spook anybody out. The reason for this is unknown, but there are countless videos on the internet to prove it, including this one. The time is 1 a.m. and 2 friends are having a sleepover when they realize that Will's apartment must be haunted.
Alright guys, it's about 1 o'clock. This has been happening every night. About this time we hear a noise. Not really sure what it is, but it's starting to freak us out. See if we can maybe get it on film.
What is my female type? My female type is a chick
You hear that?
who's in shape and has ambitions. You know what I mean? Like, she's busy. You know what I mean? She likes to work out. She likes anime. I like a girl that likes video games. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
I like a girl that's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? That makes me laugh. You know what I mean?
I'll look over here. I don't hear it anymore.
Uh-oh.
James Quad.
Yeah. I like that you're excited, but you're patient. Judy Bartolotto. Oh my God. We gotta see that again.
I think it's stopped.
Shit.
They both heard noises which led them to a part of the apartment, and when they reached this area, the sounds stopped. It was clear that something was attempting to lure them to that location, so it was just a matter of why. But this question was not going to be left.
Well, that's two. Got jump scared again. Damn it.
Hanging in the air for much longer. A ton of items collapsed to the ground on camera, and Will and his friend were extremely scared.
Yeah,
they both ran to
most
their
people
beds
would
and
be
slept
mad.
under the covers
That's understandable
all night,
that you would be
never wanting
mad
to experience
if a
anything
ghost
like
knocked over
this
your stuffed
ever
L
again.
dog. Nut. I know, right? Letworthy Cook. Maybe his friend is haunted. Yo, what's up, Azuki?
Donna Ayres is the woman who captured this next clip that you are going to see shortly, and she has appeared on countless Haunter videos. Now, whenever someone who frequently appears on the channel comes up again, I tend to give a brief summary of their story to you. But Donna's is extraordinarily simple. She has no idea why she is being haunted, but she has uploaded several videos to YouTube showing her tough life. This video here is no different, so take a look.
Just on Ouija board guide, and my guitar started singing, so I just thought I'd capture it. There you go, I don't know if you can hear it, but... it's singing.
Yeah, that is a nice guitar.
Fuck.
Hey, they're playing DDR music. Painted black.
I don't know if you can hear it, guys, but my guitar's playing.
Yeah, that's creepy. It didn't jump scare me, but that's really creepy. Yeah. I couldn't imagine if a ghost just started shredding the guitar when you leave. When I left the
So
room.
does someone want to explain how this is possible then?
Toy Story? She asked how it's possible.
Bit strange if you ask me, mate.
Toy Story? It's not that strange.
And there's
Yeah, I
something
mean,
here I can
look,
feel.
a lot of people will play a lot of money for a guitar that played itself.
I can feel it.
Huh? Huh? Look at that. We're gonna come up with that here at BHD
Got
Incorporated.
it?
This just in, guitar plays itself. $49.99, 17 easy payments.
Somehow the guitar plays
$49.99.
on its own accord for about a minute before finally coming to a halt.
You get it on its own accord? This is double entendre. Maybe.
Furthermore, Donna claimed that she felt the presence of a spirit beyond the strange guitar solo and could almost sense the chills. Donna will more than likely post more paranormal encounters to her channel. The following video
guys have
was
had great
captured by
energy today.
James, who had gone through a pretty rough last few months, to say the least.
Aw.
From his breakup with his girlfriend to his father unfortunately passing away, it
Damn.
seemed like the world was slowly turning against him. This rough patch sadly led James to being dependent on alcoholic beverages, with his
Damn.
favorite drink being vodka. He
Damn.
almost always had a bottle of the drink with him, as well as a
At least he's got video games in front of him. Drinking really ain't that bad. There's far worse stuff he could do. At least he didn't turn to meth. You know what I'm saying? Or other stuff. Not gonna say what the other stuff is.
shot glass. And this was no different in the video that you are about to see. But as well as this, something very mysterious happened.
The day is going really good for me. I appreciate you for asking.
See that? I took a shot.
The ghost likes liquor too. Sharing is caring, nigga.
Above, below.
And so above and so
Around?
below. Yo, that computer's on fleek. Yo, what type of computer you running, bro?
around?
What type of rig you running, my nigga? What type of rig you running, my
stopped
nigga?
drinking for a little bit because
Because water?
knife
Because water?
flipped out of a thing.
Strangely, the vodka glass moved without any human interaction, and James made sure to show us that no strings were attached or anything else.
I
that could have
appreciate you guys,
interfered.
man.
At first, James did
I love
not
you guys'
believe that
energy.
what he
Ghost
was
wants to
seeing was
party.
real, because
Ghost up in there wanting to party. Ghost trying to get buck naked. You know what I'm saying? Ghost trying to get licked up. No diddy. Share and share alike.
he was in a drunk state of mind. But after checking the footage back, he realized that this was far more than a drunk fantasy.
Was it? Man, the ghost want to join in. The ghost trying to get his freak on. The ghost probably put pills in that liquor bottle. Stay safe, guys and girls.
We all know that dogs are known to protect their family from all sorts of dangers and are fearless when it comes to making sure nobody comes close to their household.
That's true.
This is amazing and is a reason for many people owning
Russian
these
ghosts.
animals. But
Happens
in
to the best of us.
Video, there is something off about the dog.
Azuka
Some
Naruto says it
important
sounds like
information
me.
before watching the clip is that
No
the
dog,
dog
he's
is called
gonna
Meggie,
be
and she
Casper,
is not
the
a barker
overly friendly
whatsoever.
ghost.
Her owners go as far
He
as
might
to
be
say
Casper,
she
the
would
old
not
really
hurt a
friendly
fly,
ghost.
which made this interaction off-putting to say the least.
Literally,
Ghost
I
trying to
don't
get
know what to do
laid.
anymore. My dog has been barking late at night. As you can see, there's nothing there, and I'm scared.
Shit. It's gonna be a half a jump scare if I get scared of something that's not scary. So we had 2.5 jump scares. Good Lord. Why don't people ever listen to their pets? Because pets don't speak English.
As you can see, nothing was there, and the owner even decided to check the Ring doorbell camera to see if anything.
Do you know how hard it is to decipher woof, woof, woof? Like I'm listening like, oh, like is there anybody out there that's like, oh snap, what is that, boy? The barn is on fire and little Timmy is trapped in the well. Oh snap, but come on, let's go then. I get...
or anyone was outside that the dog could
Yo, if you
sense.
could do that,
there
then
was no one.
that's what's up.
Eventually, Meggie stopped her barking and went back to her normal state. But I can't help but assume that this was a poltergeist that she was having a go at. Regular person
Ghost trying
in
to
a
clap some
regular
ghost
house.
cheeks.
But when it comes to the paranormal world, even the most normal of people can become the victims. The
Dun, dun,
closest
dun.
Josh was to believing in spirits was his religion, Christianity. But he still doubted that people with an afterlife could just roam the earth with free will. It was late at night, and Josh was doing some work on his laptop when he heard some sounds coming from downstairs.
Oh no.
As he should have, Josh went to investigate the sound.
It goes good,
but little did he
RJ03.
know that this was not a
Yeah,
squatter,
thanks for asking,
not a
bros.
rodent. It was something far worse.
Okay, definitely.
Will I ever box again, says Biggie? I don't know, man. Like, when I got into that boxing thing, like, the boxing, I didn't know that the boxing world was that shady. I don't think I'll get back. I'm not gonna, if I do get into boxing, you know what I'm saying? It'll be something for us, but it's not gonna be with that person anymore. Cause they were trying to like, you know what I mean? It was pretty shady, bro.
From the swinging
really
chandelier
shady.
to the...
Yeah, let's just say my experience wasn't the most pleasant. It was actually one of the most dangerous things that I've ever done in my life. And I'm not talking about the fights. Fighting in a boxing match is the easy part. Dealing with all the people and the promotion team, it was, oh boy. Yeah, almost got shot way too many times in one night to do that again.
was off-putting, but the worst part was that the cross
Yo,
was
what's up, the
flipped
Masked King
upside
Shaggy
down.
Rogers?
This is a sign
Appreciate
that whatever
you.
entity was
What's
doing
up, Coco,
this was on
baby?
the side of the devil, which obviously adds much more stakes to the whole scenario.
Aw.
If this was a one-time thing, then Josh decided that he would leave it in the past and make sure to only mention it in prayers to God. But
Oh, boy.
unfortunately, a similar event happened the next day.
Okay, I am.
Did I try the mayonnaise sandwich yet? I'll have you know, it was a
started hearing noise come upstairs, so I'm gonna go
worm. What is the ghost doing laundry?
check it out.
What is the ghost an angry gamer? Is he kicking shit?
So tired of this.
What did the ghost get broke up with? I loved you, bitch. Oh, okay. I didn't. That wasn't a jump scare. I just got defensive. But now I'm on. Oh my God.
What is that?
Yo, the ghost done stole your leftovers, bruh.
Not like this before.
That's racist. The disrespect. Oh, not my cabinets, baby. Come on, baby.
Upside down. Oh my goodness.
What's that? Is that a snake? You got snakes? Please don't let it be snakes.
He called a ghost hunter to come and resolve the problem, and we received no updates after this. All that we can do is hope Josh is fine, because nobody
What's
deserves
good,
to
Ash
go through
Martin?
something
Appreciate
of
you for
such
the compliment.
magnitude. The following video took place in the office of Dom, a middle-aged employee in the economics business. The job would involve updating things every 5 or so minutes, and it was ridiculously tiring. So tiring, in fact, that it forced Dom to sleep on the shift one time, and if it was not for the spirit on scene, who knows how much he would have missed, potentially facing the sack.
Why does it sound like this ghost is trying to save his job? Hey, wake up, bro. Boss is on the way, bro. Wake up, wake up. Wake up. He throwing stuff at him. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. What's that one song? Something, 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 wake up. It's me in the guy's kitchen. It's me in that guy's kitchen. Julie Bartolado, yeah? The ghost duck. What the fuck? Ghost is using the phone? Nigga, the ghost? The ghost know how to use a rotary phone? Nigga. We need to hire Dash XP to go yell in his ears. Wake him up. The ghost was Chop Suey's system on the down. You gotta throw some water on your face or something. Bastards. Yeah, the ghost is trying to make up some money to Mass King Rogers. Mass King Shaggy Rogers. Very understandable. Yo, understandable, L-Dog. Yeah, if I'm trying to sleep, like, don't wake me. I'm sleeping. Come on, no jump scare. Black people. Oh shit, no. 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 I don't like that. Shit! Get the hell out of here! Run for our lives! Run!
Dom's office phone started calling.
Okay, we lost that one. Either that or we gotta edit it out. We give me 3 more chances of getting scared, because that happened fast. And I'm not gonna say what joke I was about to make about that one.
And it was a loud and repetitive sound, enough to make anybody rise from their slumber. Unsurprisingly, it did the same for Dom, and he went to answer. However, what he heard was not nice. According to him, the thing on the other end told him he was being watched, and assuming it was a prank, he hung up immediately. Little did he know this was not the case, and he would suffer from paranormal activity for the rest of his time in the office.
Slipped on the first step. He was a goner. The way he tried to run forward, bro, it was like a cat trying to gallop before it had enough friction on its hands to do so. He was slipping and shit. That's, bro, best react. This reaction is better than the reaction I would have gave. Probably not. I'd jump 30 feet in the air like the Hulk. He sees it. Oh, and he's going to look for it. Oh, and the chair moves over. He's out. He's out of there.
Activity. Abdul was a painter, and a very good one to say the least. He was one of the most popular people in town for paint jobs, and it was no wonder he made a living off it. In several interviews for his
always
local
have a good pair of
newspaper
sneakers
regarding his quick jump to success, Abdul explained how painting was a relaxation method for him, and he was essentially being paid to be in his element, which was perfect. I guarantee you he would not have made this statement if he knew of the severe drama that was about to occur on one of his missions, and it was insane.
Hey, King Teddy.
Take a look.
Hey, King Teddy. Oh, shit. Oh, hell no. Motherfucker, what? Really? What is this? What is this, Ratchet Fantasia? Yeah, I mean, what is this, Mickey Mouse in the background? He's like watching from a room with a one-sided mirror or some shit. He's just like, yeah, yeah, like
الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس يا الله خير مونږ بیره مرګو دا کور دم کو او تاسو کله د جنکو نمبر را لګي
It be like that, dog.
دا اوس غب نه مرګرو ما ته نمبر را سین کې د چا سره چې نمبري د مولا ما ته را سین کې سیدا پلیز تاسو مهرباني وکړئ دا نمبر را سین کې دا وګورئ ښا هیڅ څوک به دې کور کې نشته او دا حال دې دا وګورئ ښا.
The house which Abdul was doing his work at, all sorts of mysterious activity started to happen, and it was very obvious that these things were caused by some form of paranormal entity. After witnessing
W's in the chat for
Ash.
Yo, thank you for gifting
Abdul
a membership
informed the house owners of
to Mark Garrett
and refused to come back to this property ever again.
I wouldn't go back
him
either.
Lazy and tried to file a lawsuit, but due to the evidence that Abdul was able to obtain, they failed, and he was happy to continue his business elsewhere. If you are a regular here on Haunter, I am more than sure that you have seen me discuss Roland with you before. Roland is the most featured creator on this
fattest
channel
W
due to his high volume of engaging paranormal captures, and some of them are so wild that it is hard to believe he experiences things like this every week of his life. These doubts are instantly shut down when you see his clips due to how realistic and eerie they truly are, with the following one being no different. It took place in his house, as per usual, which has been haunted for a long...
Yep, Dark Falling Out. The only way you want to go back there is if you're either on drugs or an extremely attractive woman says her cheeks are on the inside of that place.
Long period of time.
I wouldn't fall for it.
Most people would attempt to banish spirits from their home, but Roland decides to keep them around so that he has material to continue making videos for his large YouTube channel.
What?
Surprisingly, this material keeps on coming, and here are some of his best recent ones.
Are you a positive energy? A negative energy? Can you let me know what kind of energy you are? Oh shit!
Come on, man.
Look, it is fucking moving.
You scared the shit out of me, bro. Come on, man. His reaction scared me more than the ghost did. Shit.
What the fuck?
Every week? Hell no.
This is the boot.
Boot who? Where's the foot? Oh my God, where's the foot? Yo, chat, where's the foot?
This is the boot from the doll.
Nigga, you got dolls?
Now, before this clip started, Roland placed down 2 ornaments and gave the spirit some very clear instructions. If it gave off positive energy, then it should tilt towards the turtle, and if it was carrying negative
what's up,
energy,
God
it
mode?
should move to the opposite ornament.
It's going good, bro.
Unfortunately, it did the latter, and Roland now knew what he was dealing with.
It's on a vacation
usual,
far
though,
away.
He kept his cool and started filming all around the house for more evidence of a spiritual presence, and he definitely found a good amount of it. He did a full search down of the house until he came right back to where he started, the kitchen. Roland was relieved that he did not see anything else in the house, but on the
negative
other end
energy.
was disappointed
No.
that he failed to gain any more
It's
content.
an angry
or
baby's
did he?
mama's.
Is there a spirit moving this drawer right here?
Show your pussy, bitch. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's not good.
Right. That boot is now gone. Just disappeared. If there's a spirit in here, let me know where the boot is.
It's up your anus.
Similar to Roland, Mikhailo is another face that we are starting to see frequently on the channel, and he is renowned for his paranormal experiences.
Oh, I bet.
While Roland finds his own house being haunted by spirits, though, Mikhailo goes out and seeks poltergeists himself in a business known as the ghost hunting industry. These hunters are hired by homeowners who believe their place to be haunted, and their goal is to exterminate all entities from the property. The upcoming series of clips come from one of Mikhailo's most recent ghost hunts, and they are eventful, to put it lightly. Let's just say his paycheck must have been pretty large for him to remove this thing.
Oh, shit. Really? Oh. Is the ghost having sex on top of that washing machine? Yeah, MK11 sounds good. I have not seen the moves for that. Yeah, I mean, we gonna all have to play some Mortal Kombat one of these days.
For some reason, all sorts of crazy movements happened in this room, with the harshest one causing the entire cabinet to collapse. However, that is the least of my concerns. What made this clip more disturbing than other paranormal sightings was the fact that several objects were moving at once. This meant that there must have been several ghosts in the room, because even poltergeists don't have the power of telekinesis. After capturing this and placing it into his evidence file, Mikhailo took the rest of the day to analyze it, but swore to be back for more. Stay tuned for future videos where his story will continue.
Shit, that's the exact opposite of what I'm doing. Get Quagmire.
On June the 23rd of 2017, Stephen was upstairs preparing to do the laundry as a nice surprise for his wife, when suddenly he heard a strange bang from what seemed like the kitchen. After roughly 17, on June the 23rd of 2017, Stephen was upstairs preparing to do the laundry as a nice surprise for his wife, when suddenly he heard a strange bang from what seemed like the kitchen. After roughly a minute of contemplating his next move, he decided to go downstairs and investigate the crime scene, and what he discovered was horrifying.
God, guys, I'm so scared right now. I just woke up and I went downstairs and all the cabinets are open, and I went to bed last night. These cabinets.
Yo, she was bad. She was bad.
I think this poltergeist or spirit.
She was bad as hell.
Really out to get me. Just want to shut all these.
Oh.
I figured I'd get it on camera so if something happens, at least it's documented. Alright. I think I'm just gonna go downstairs and chill out and edit for a little while. Oh shit!
We gonna edit this out. Run, bitch!
Oh, fuck me.
Don't say that. That ghost could have condoms.
Nobody gets to see this.
Don't say that. Did he say nobody gets to see this? Oh God, this sounds like me.
Oh, fuck me. I gotta upload this. Before anything happens. And nobody gets to see this.
Understandable.
Okay. I think I broke my ankle.
Towards the start of this clip,
it
things
happens
were
to the best
very
of us, bros.
unbelievable and seemed pre-planned. But moments later, we got to see the true trauma
Hey, what's up,
Steven
Haley
was
Moss?
forced to go through. All
Yo,
sorts of
I'm doing
silverware
good.
and glasses
Yeah,
started
hi,
to
Haley
fall
Moss.
from the shelves, which had been closed for a second time, almost confirming
Yeah, I'm doing
that
good.
Steven
Thanks for
was
asking.
not staging the entire
Yeah, I'd have ran for my
In
life.
response to this,
I'd
he
have got the hell
informed
out of
his
there.
parents, and they allowed him to stay with them at their house for a few weeks until he felt safe to enter again. This is the last update that we have received.
Your
The trend of
reactions are
getting
gold.
fast
Thank you,
food
Cry Hard,
rather than
Cry
taking
Reed,
your
Cry
own
Road.
time to make it is only going up across the United States, and this shows in the next video. It took place in Michigan and was captured using a Ring doorbell camera, which on the topic of trends are
Five
also
Nights
going
at Freddy's
kind
2
of
it
crazy
is.
at the moment. Anyways, Adam's
Oh boy.
girlfriend Leona asked him to go and get them some food for the night, and being the amazing boyfriend he was, Adam accepted. Little did he know that there would be a surprise waiting for him at the doorstep. And no, it was not from his girl. In fact, no one has any idea what caused it.
That was a fart. He just farted. Hard as shit. You could tell because he turned around to look at it. Every man looks at
Now
the
at
fart
first
when he...
watch, I struggled to notice what actually went on in this clip. But after some investigating, I realized that some form of cloud
That was a
figure
fart.
glided past Adam
Yep.
while he was waiting for Leona
Ain't nothing
to
glide
come
path.
and open the
Ain't nothing come out the
secondary
front.
door
See,
for
right
him.
out the back
To
of him.
make things much creepier,
We saw that.
Leona explained that she did not
Trying to
see
lie.
anything
Yep.
but the camera, and Adam did.
We saw
was
that.
this just some visual wind from a certain angle?
Yeah, he
which
broke
would be
wind.
very unlikely, or
That
a
was the
real
wind.
sighting of a poltergeist? Let me know in the comments.
The poltergeist out the back of his ass. That's the only poltergeist that was in that clip. We're going to edit that out.
In visiting a haunted location, you are basically asking for something wild to happen, and this
Alright,
was the
see you later,
case
Teddy.
for Scott and Travis, two
Alright, see you
very
next time,
close
Teddy.
friends who decided to explore an old
That was a
morgue
fart.
together. These
See?
two were what modern people would describe as each other's day ones. They had been friends ever since kindergarten and grew up together, finding the same hobbies and interests. They were basically perfect for each other. However, one difference stood
What's up,
between
BHD?
them.
I hope you're having a
Travis
good
was
day. I hope you
definitely
guys are
on
having a
the
great
more
day,
bold
too.
side,
I'm having a
whereas
really good
Scott
day.
got frightened of things easily, and it took a lot of convincing from Trav to convince Scott to come with him on this trip. He succeeded, though.
Yeah, it's a wicked place, isn't it?
Hey, what's up, Julie Bartolato? 1 and 2?
Yeah, I know. I was.
Would I smash a female ghost? No cap?
I was going to read up more about it and put it in the caption.
I mean...
Want to climb through it?
What's she look like? Is it an overweight ghost? This ghost smokes with cigarettes? Alright, see you later, Haley Moss.
Fucking tight.
My phone is 9%, but I'll be watching this when it comes as a regular video. Yeah, I don't really do a whole lot of regular videos that much anymore. I just released one today, and I got one coming out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mate, I don't even know what.
Fuck me, on the phone.
Mate, I hope that was just the fucking wind. What the fuck?
What explanation?
Travis was the one who could be seen climbing through the hole, and whenever he was near Scott, nothing seemed to happen. Whenever he left Scott's presence, though, all sorts of stuff started to kick off, almost as if the spirit could sense that Scott was the weakest link. Since when did these poltergeists get so much power?
Power? They know telekinesis? What type of powers?
Ghost sightings are more common than you think, with hundreds of new experiences being posted to social media every single day.
Damn.
However, there is one form of paranormal experience rarer than all others, and only a select few people
Yes,
get to live
the
them.
Mask
I
Roger,
don't know whether
the
you
Mask
recall
King Shaggy
seeing a
Rogers
spirit in
knows.
this form very
If
lucky
she's an
or
overweight ghost,
extraordinarily
then she's
unfortunate,
gotta
but
pay.
I'll let you decide after watching the clip.
bastante gratificante.
You know why overweight ghosts gotta pay? Because overweight ghost is gonna talk as much smack as an in shape ghost. When I figured that out, I was like, what the fuck am I trying to smash these BBW ass poltergeist bitches for, man? You gotta get the in shape females because they all gonna talk some shit. Might as well be from a chick whose titty meat is so good and so nice looking that you don't care how much shit she talk. Just, yeah, yep, that staring directly into her titty meat. Yep, that's right. Yeah, yep. Yeah, see, so what time you coming over tonight? Yep, that's, okay. That's...
Si pueden ver todas nuestras exploraciones de Punk Rock TV, mira que hay una.
I feel like that's or pay for a picture of ghost feet. That's hot.
Están así.
Good Lord, why does that turn me on? My favorite quote.
La ventana.
Yo.
Ah!
Damn.
Corre.
Shit.
Aguanta.
I don't do this.
Aguanta.
Figures poked their heads around the door, except something was off about them. They were fully blacked out. To add to the lore of this apparition, the man behind the camera was exploring a supposed haunted house where a male SA'd a girl and oofed her before oofing himself too.
What?
Very dark indeed. Bill was an ethics professor at the
I love the way he explained that shit too.
of Michigan and had spent more than a decade
Note to
teaching
self,
there.
never
However,
get
he had
oofed.
always loved music and wanted to teach music at a university someday as well. He was an excellent musician. He
In a
played
sexy
the piano,
way.
the violin, all types of guitars,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even the cello. While Bill wasn't too fond of this, but he also didn't want to bother too much until this fateful day.
Okay, everyone. This house is kind of freaking me out. Weird things continue to happen. The other day I put on Facebook about a light in my basement that keeps coming on. There's other things that are happening.
I don't trust this.
Finding things just on the floor. Just things are moving.
Something gonna walk behind him.
I know they were in certain places before.
His door
and
gonna
then
close.
All of a sudden they end up in another spot. But I'm gonna just try to continue my life as I normally would. And so what I've done to help keep my mind off these oddball things, I'm doing something different and went out and bought a pomegranate. Now, I've never eaten a pomegranate before. So what I've learned is
what is a
the first thing
pomegranate?
you need to do is get yourself a good sized bowl. So I've got a good sized bowl in the cupboard here.
So your house is haunted and you gonna exorcise the ghost by making a fruit salad or a fruit casserole? I don't know what white people eat. I don't know what white people like, so I'm just gonna guess. You know what I mean? Like I actually enjoy I've never had a fruit cocktail before. I hear they eat those in prison. We gonna edit that out.
And I will get the bowl out. Not this one. I like this one here. This should be perfect right here. So put that. I'm going to put that way back over.
How come
there.
I couldn't get out of her
I've got a
grasp?
plate here for cutting. And
if you won't.
we're gonna
Have
put
you guys
these-
ever had any ghost experience? Yo, I used to live in a haunted house. That was like my 7th story time on the channel, bro. And good Lord, just listening to it or hearing it, like, oh my God, I watch it in my brain whenever I listen to my own story. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was wild.
Back into the cupboard. Okay. Now, what I've learned about pomegranates is that
Bro,
you
making
don't
ghost
necessarily eat the
It's not that I've never eaten a pomegranate. I just don't understand how this is going to help exorcise the ghost.
is that you don't necessarily eat the meat of it, I guess you call it, like you would in
There's
an
no
apple.
meat
And
in a-
that's what I always
there's no
thought
meat in
you
a
would do,
pomegranate.
Is eat a pomegranate like you did an apple. That's what I always heard they were similar to, but actually
That's moving.
You eat the seeds. So
It's
you
got
have to
legs.
pound the seeds out and put them into the bowl, and then from there you can sit there and eat the seeds, and they're actually very good.
How does that
I've
stop a
eaten
ghost?
Half of one before. I'm going to get the. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You gonna feed the ghost the pomegranate? You gonna make friends with it?
That bowl just moved.
You are the only one who doesn't know that.
It happened again.
No, nigga, you Professor X from X-Men.
Sitting here.
You moved it with your telekinetic mind power.
Now it's here.
Yo, what's up, Coco baby? What's up, Azuki Naruto?
There's some weird things happening.
What's up, Dark Fall?
He had decided to
Yo,
make a
what's
video
up,
to
Kassan
send to his
Singleton?
wife and
What's
kids,
up, BG?
but ended up noticing paranormal activity with the plate he wanted
Nah.
to use to serve
Yo.
his pomegranates. That was when a thought came to
What's
mind.
up, Donnie Freeman?
He set up
What's
cameras
up, Donna
around the
Freeman?
house to pick up any strange activity. It seemed like he was doing too much, but soon his thoughts were proven right.
Motherfucker, what?
Much, but soon his thoughts were proven right.
Oh. Nigga. Oh, shit. Was that the ghost of Beethoven writing sheet music? Nah, fuck this. Nigga, where the 2 Chainz at, man? These songs suck. That shit trash. Boo, this music suck. This paper out of here, man. Where the goddamn naked women? Where the ill, man? This country music. Nigga wrote country music. Shit whack. Where the hoes at? I got a brand new child support song. What? Is that better be just be a door? Word? I mean, I don't like that. It had to be bad music. That's real. Yo, BHD, how much in the super chat for a live stream in a haunted hotel? Oh, damn.
Okay. I'm arriving home here after.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. Now I've shaved my beard for 3 G's in super chat. Shit, man. I say 3 G's. 3 G's in super chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Send that through and I will go live stream in a haunted hotel. I actually know where one is. God help us all.
Doing some running around. And I'm just really curious.
That's a great idea.
Things I'm gonna find
Oh.
happen in my house when I'm gone. Sort of paranormal type of things. Many of you know that from Facebook postings before. I've
The Platinum Meow says, the Platinum Now says,
activities.
Bellagio's not haunted. There's a haunted hotel room in the Luxor.
What it is I am gonna find here in the house now.
There's a haunted room in the Luxor Hotel. That's where I would go.
Actually kind of nervous. Well, so far everything's looking kind of normal.
There is no mummy in the haunted hotel room. Hey, Jack Avery. I would not be happy about that, bro. I will be freaking out. We gonna be live streaming in that mug.
Not the compactor. Not the refrigerator.
I have been to a haunted bar. I don't know. We know what to do.
It smells like it's coming from this direction.
Oh, God.
God, it smells bad.
Is it stronger? Did you poop?
Okay.
What's popping? What we doing?
No.
Nigga. Nigga.
Something in there.
Come rushing down the stairs. I don't like none of this.
It's cold up here too.
Bruh, you scaring us by...
Definitely smells like, oh God, it's bad. It smells like death itself. Holy cow.
What did you have Chipotle for lunch or...
Type of smell.
What's that, Chipotle?
Oh,
Don't disrespect the ghost, but
horrible.
don't say the ghost is musty, nigga. He gonna whoop your ass. This ghost gonna whoop your ass.
No, not in that room.
Trying to disrespect the ghost. He gonna whoop your monkey ass.
No, it's not coming from this room. No. Yeah, it definitely smells like it's coming from the bathroom here.
I'm scared.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. False alarm. I just forgot to flush the toilet. Sorry everyone. Happy Halloween. Hope you enjoyed the videos I made as much as I've made them. Hope y'all don't unfriend me on Facebook, but happy Halloween.
A poltergeist had been messing with his sheet music and doors. Bill decided to call a local priest, who helped him deal with the situation afterward. Father Francis told him that he was lucky. If the activity had continued
we need to whoop his ass, bro.
Months, it might have been impossible to get the spirit out.
He just wanted people to know that he pooped. Look how big it is, guys. Isn't it impressive how big it is? But yeah, hope you guys aren't mad. I really thought it was haunted stuff. It's just poop. I had Chipotle for dinner.
Out.
Yeah. Speaking of Cheetos, I'm gonna buy some hot Cheetos.
At an outback ranch in New Mexico. He loved his job and the lifestyle it provided. It was easy for him to get everything he wanted at the local market, return home, and enjoy the night alone after a hard day's work. He loved riding horses, and he was even learning to ride a bull. But there was one thing Charles was starting to fall in love with more: the bass guitar. He had bought an electric one and was slowly learning to play at home during his spare time. It was during one of those sessions that something extremely strange happened.
I hope bro lost all his Facebook friends. He's pretty good. Oh, they skipping. Bitches coming through, you know them hoes be tripping. Fuck. That's scary as hell. That's bad. That's bad. That's not good.
Under there. Nothing attached to the chair.
I haven't seen any new Nukes videos come out lately.
Door shut. Someone else in here with me.
It was the first time he had experienced such a thing. He was a little scared because he had heard many stories about malevolent spirits who hated the sound of guitars. He did the one thing he knew how to do.
Call the police?
He took his rosary, prayed St. Michael's prayer of protection, and sprinkled some holy water under the table. He never had such an experience again.
The ghost didn't like the music.
On November 1st of 2019, a family of 5 were all at rest, enjoying their night. Due to the eldest brother having one of his friends over for a sleepover, the youngest was told to sleep on the couch downstairs, and he did not complain, considering he would be able to watch the television late at night without being caught. Of course, it got to a point where he became too tired, and the child started to doze off. However, something in the corridor stopped him from doing this.
Alright, y'all, I'm about to go make the cream cheese sandwich. Alright, yo. So earlier today, when we was at the Walmart shopping, Gormy, he set a super chat milestone for me to make a dish called taco cheese and Doritos. I have a feeling I got the ingredients. We just whipped it up, you know what I'm saying? Got the cheese Doritos with white and regular cheese on it, and got the sour cream. We about to eat this mug.
Understandably, the mother did not believe her one bit. However, after quite a bit of crying, Even Ashley started to feel the fear boiling inside of her. Once the video ended, she took Lois to the local cafe so that they could calm down and eat some chocolate cake. But all we can do is hope that this saga did not continue because we received no updates afterwards.
Nigga. Yo, this is good.
Cody was a collector with a few years of experience gathering Native American artifacts, from dolls to paintings to headwear and everything in between.
You wanted something, Gormy.
It wasn't extremely lucrative, but it was enough to put food on the table and give him enough time to even have a farm.
Way ahead of you, bro.
Cody lived
I'm already
in
eating it. It's good.
in a suburban home in Cheyenne, a small apartment that he shared with his dog. On a sunny Tuesday afternoon, Cody decided to visit one of his friends, Sam. Sam lived at the edge of the city and was in the same line of business as Cody. The two had some drinks and sat on the porch, talking about their favorite topic, Native American history. Later, Sam said he was leaving the artifact business to take a job teaching Native American history at a European university. He asked Cody to take care of his stuff.
These taste like Doritos Locos Tacos without the lettuce on it. Next time, I'm gonna put like some ground up meat on this. Probably have to cook it first though.
Until he returned. That evening, Cody packed up most of Sam's artifacts and drove to his house. He arranged the items around his home and went to bed, feeling a bit sad. The next morning, he woke up to loud banging on his door, and his dog was losing it.
My dog's freaking out. I keep hearing like knocking at my door. I look out the window. There's nothing. See what I mean?
The fuck? Oh.
Stay in here, buddy.
Yo, Gormy, you just put me onto some new stuff, man.
I'll put them things in that damn cabinet. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I gotta get rid of these damn things.
You think?
There's somebody that's gonna take one of them. I don't know which one, but...
Cody was a bit scared, but he knew just what to do. He had to find the artifact causing the supernatural activity. He had thought about cleansing Sam's artifacts before bringing them into his home, but he had forgotten since it was already late at night when he arrived. So, he had to go the long route. That day, he set up cameras and went off to his farm to get work done. When he returned, he realized something strange.
Oh.
The camera had been thrown off the shelf by some external force. That evening, Cody reinforced the area and set the camera back up.
Oh, good. Get some chill next time.
He caught some strange activity but couldn't quite make sense of it. He went to the living room where another camera had been set up to get...
Damn, I messed up, man. I got chili in the cabinet. Poor Mel, too. Damn, yo, Gormy, you think this would taste better with chili on it? With cheese and Doritos? I mean, that sounds good.
Some reading done so he could perform the cleansing himself. However, something crazy happened.
Damn.
God, look, that was captured. Here's the back of the picture. That's not broke. It wasn't fixed or anything like that either. And look, the nail
It's still in the wall.
Damn. Better than beef. Damn. Well, we know for next time.
Damn, that tried to take me out. Shit. Fuck y'all, man.
All gone. Oh. Well, this was good.
Right in the middle of reading, a painting on his wall almost took his head off. It had been well placed on the wall, and the string hadn't even broken. Cody was sure this was supernatural activity. He didn't expect it to be this intense, to the point of wanting to kill him. So, he did what he had to do. He ran. He packed up his stuff and slept in a motel that night. The very next day, he called a local priest known for dealing with such things and returned to his house with him. Father Nathan was able to find the particular item causing all the havoc. It was a cursed doll about the size of a mobile phone. Father Nathan got rid of it, and Cody got his life back together again.
That's what's up. Beautiful. Utterly beautiful. Man. I'm about to make that again. So the other stuff was a cream cheese sandwich. And what else was there, Gormy?
Ruth was a single mother who lived in Compton and made a living by cleaning the houses of rich celebrities in nearby Beverly Hills.
I appreciate the compliment,
Ruth was
Donna.
hardworking and extremely industrious, but somehow she never had enough money to pay all her bills. One day, while working at a new client's house, she found a stash of $100 bills lying around in an old kitchen cabinet that hadn't been used in a while. She counted them, and it came to $600, the exact amount she needed for her rent that month. She thought long and hard, and then slipped it into her sneakers, continuing with her work. Ruth had Latin American roots, so she had heard some horror stories from her grandmother and knew a little Spanish folklore. However, she assumed they were just stories made to scare little kids.
Gonna tell us she found a huge roll of $100 bills. Turned out to be 600. I thought it was gonna be like 10 G's. Damn it.
Saw a photo of what looked like El Coco, the Spanish boogeyman, staring at her in the dark, that she started to get worried.
Hey, she ain't done the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. That looked like Saw. Yeah, I thought it would be at least 6,000 too.
This was followed by banging noises and weird sounds in her room that
Nighty-night. Keep your butthole tight. We gonna edit that out.
For a while. She knew what she had done, and she also knew what to do to get rid of El Coco. The very next day, Ruth took the money and returned it to her client, explaining what had happened. Luckily for her, Miss Janice was more than happy to part with the $600, knowing that Ruth would actually use it for her rent. In the end, the strange noises stopped, and Ruth was able to live in peace again. Martin, a cybersecurity specialist, had lost his job due to the numerous layoffs from the COVID-19 tech break.
So if I wouldn't stop robbing houses, I would be haunted by now? Maybe.
Down. For 2 years, he had been looking for a full-time job that would help him provide for his family. He had taken a few part-time gigs here and there to help him stay afloat, but he was barely surviving.
Hey, what's up, Louis
With
Aiden?
a pregnant wife and
what's
a
up, Aaron?
2-year-old to take care of, there was no way he could keep
What's
up
up,
with
Kissan?
just gigs. One random Sunday afternoon, he decided to hack into a company he knew that handled the mail for most of the states in his region. It wasn't a big company, but he had a plan. Hack the company and ask for a job. It worked. They realized they needed better cybersecurity infrastructure to keep their customers safe. They asked him to come over to their headquarters a few miles away. That meant one thing: Martin needed to sell his house. He put it up on an auction website as he didn't want the hassle that real estate agents brought with them. The next day, he was on a video call with a prospective buyer when this happened.
Angelika, co robisz? Angelika? Co tu robisz?
Hi, Luigi.
Spadły ten. Stój ty na podłogę.
Ale jak spadło?
Widziałaś to? Ja pierdolę. Ja pierdolę.
First, there was a slow noise coming from his bedroom that seemingly only he could hear. Then some utensils in the kitchen and the vase in his living room literally started moving before his eyes. Martin couldn't help but freak out. He had no idea that his house had poltergeist activity. The next day, he took out a loan from his friend and moved to the company headquarters with his wife and kids. He was sure he didn't even want to sell the house anymore. He just didn't want anything to do with spirits and all that paranormal stuff.
That's understandable. BSD, have I ever tried Jolly Rancher's rope? I have not. No, I thought that was a spider.
Alexis had just moved into a new apartment in a new city. He had moved away from his wife and kids after losing everything he had built to her in a divorce case. He knew he would lose. He had cheated on Kira numerous times and wasn't surprised when the judge gave his verdict. However, that wasn't his major problem right now. Something else was. He had a poltergeist problem in his home and needed to solve it as soon as possible. He had noticed it 2 weeks after he renovated the rundown house. It was in terrible shape when he bought it, but it was cheap, and he just needed to spend a few $100s on renovations to get it into great condition. However, a few weeks in, he started noticing strange things. First, it was the flickering lights, then random banging on doors at night, and eventually, a total thrashing of his house at some point. He searched online and found a world-renowned exorcist who promised to get rid of all sorts of paranormal activity. All Alexis had to do was upload a video of the activity and send it to the exorcist for analysis. Alexis was able to capture this footage on 2 cameras.
Word? Somebody getting their shit smushed. Yep, speed it up. Giving her the business. Yeah, black people and Hispanic people, we don't have the boogeyman. What the hell is that sound? I don't even know where the sound coming from. It does sound like a drum beat, low key. It don't even show where it's coming from. Sound like a bird's doing it.
The Exorcist. After something, he checked it out with a camera in hand and sent it to the Exorcist. After 2 weeks, he received this message. Run for your life. These types of activities are from territorial principalities. They own the house, and I cannot help you. Alexis was struck by fear. That same day, he moved out and found a motel to stay in. In the end, he had to move back to his city, finding a house that he first vetted with a local exorcist.
Damn. Damn. Ugh.
Julian was what most people would call a digital nomad. He had a 6-figure paying job and could work from anywhere in the world, so he decided to travel while working. After 2 months of staying in Bali, he decided it was time to move again. He wasn't sure where he was going, but he was certain he'd try a smaller city this time because the big cities always seemed crowded. Julian wanted some peace and quiet. He found a sleepy Swiss town called
crowded
and decided to give it a try. When he got there, the town was exactly what he wanted. Quiet.
Yeah,
Julian
that would probably be a
worked from
really
his
annoying
Airbnb
ghost.
for a few days, but one day he decided to try out a cafe he had seen around. It was quiet and empty. There was no one in the cafe. Absolutely no one. Not even an attendant. Julian decided to dust off a chair and table and sat there. He worked until dusk, and there was no sign of anyone walking in or out. It was very strange, but Julian brushed it off. It was a small town of about 25 people, plus tourists, so it wasn't really a big deal. The next day,
yo,
the same
appreciate you,
thing
Jack
happened,
Avery.
and the next, and the next. Julian decided to take a walk around the cafe after a few days of inactivity. That was when this happened.
Hey, yo, oh my God. Well, damn. Yo, yeah, W's in the chat for Apex, man. Oh my God. He's doing a great job. You know what I mean? Yo, so again, the super chat milestone is in 7 super chats. If you guys would like to, oh, what? Oh boy, indeed.
He literally saw one of the chairs on the balcony move on its own. He freaked out, took a few steps back, and ran. When he got downstairs, he packed his stuff and left as quietly as he had entered. The next day, he talked to his tour guide about what had happened, but she laughed it off, saying that it was normal. The cafe had been owned by a local, and now his spirit took care of the place, even though he was dead.
The fuck? Yo, W's in the chat for the Mod Squad, bro.
Is a well-known YouTuber and a paranormal investigator. He lives in Texas and had a few other apartments across the country. However, one day he found something odd in his trash can, an old, freaky doll. At first, Roland thought it was one of his paranormal friends trying to play a trick on him, so he just took the trash out as usual and threw the doll with it. A week later, just when his trash needed to be taken out again, he found the same doll sitting atop his trash. This time, Roland decided to be smart about it. He got some spray paint, marked the foot of the doll, and threw the trash away like nothing happened. A week later, he found the doll again. He checked its foot without touching it and saw the small pink stain from the spray paint. Roland almost freaked out,
you guys
but he
super chat
knew what to do.
milestone.
He was going to interrogate the doll.
On right here, look at this.
How you interrogate a doll?
That doll was just moving. Are you here near this doll? Are you attached to this doll, making things move in this house and outside?
Yo, what's up, King Cloudy?
It said yes. How come you keep moving around? Shit, 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 shit. It's moving. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. All right.
What the hell is that?
Are you done? Are you making this doll move? The doll is moving right now. Okay.
That's a scary ass doll.
This doll is legit moving. Did you destroy my table?
Burn it.
shit. That is still moving. You're moving the doll right now, right? Do you want to go to Pennsylvania?
Yo, I appreciate you, Azuki.
Do you want to go to Pennsylvania, yes or no?
I really like you guys' energy too, man. You guys are awesome.
No.
He used an app that could decipher white noise from spirits to get it to talk. After the interrogation, Roland was sure the doll was cursed. He wasn't exactly scared at that point because he had a thing for cursed dolls. They were his forte anyway. He knew to keep his camera on so he could analyze it later. Then, he went into his house and was about to get some of his stuff when this happened.
And my
definitely a
happy
good
place,
idea to burn it.
Totally destroyed. So now I got to deal with a broken happy place, and I don't even know what, you know, what am I gonna... That just went from there to here. And for the skeptics, there are no strings attached. I believe it's gotta be the doll in there. Because that doll right there, when I go near it, it moves away, right? And then over here, that's moving towards me. So what does that mean? You know what that means? That doll wants this to stay here. That staying here means that I'm not going anywhere with the doll. I'm getting in the car. I'm going to Pennsylvania. And that's just the way it is. I am not backing down. I'm not letting this try to control me. It's not happening. I got enough shit going on in my life. I don't need this to control me, so that's going back in the car. I don't care. That's just what's happening. I mean, this went all over the place. This back and forth, this moving by itself, everything moving all around. It's not scaring me. It's aggravating me. But yeah, let me get this.
The luggage he had packed that morning for a flight literally followed him. That meant something scary. For context, Roland's house was a fortress, spiritually. He had enough crucifixes, salt, and potions to survive a full-blown vampire attack. However, if the doll could get in, that meant he wasn't dealing with just a doll. Roland's decided to do the one thing he was sure would keep him safe for a while: run. He picked up his stuff, got into his car, and drove to his nearest apartment in Kentucky. At least he would be safe there, for now. The past few months had been one of grief for Erin. For the past few months, she had spent most of her days crying or sleeping. Erin had lost the most important person in her life, her dad. She was the only child of her parents, and her mum had passed away years ago when she was still in high school. Now, her dad had joined her in heaven. Erin's dad dying was already tragic enough, but what was much more tragic was the way he had died. He had died in one of the strangest ways ever, a freak accident in his workshop that decapitated his right hand and left leg. It was horrific. Erin knew her father didn't deserve to die like that. He was a peaceful and loving man. After a few months, the funeral finally came around. Erin's extended family and a few friends came around to sympathize with her. She had quit her job a few weeks earlier, so she could stay in her dad's house for a few weeks to reconnect after his passing. It was in those few weeks that a lot changed. She stuck around town and heard people talk about her dad in a strange way. They said he was a wizard of some sort. Others called him an exorcist, a mind reader, and countless other things. This was not the father she knew. Erin waved off all the weird talk and just decided to drown herself in her sorrow. Then, on one of the nights, something happened.
I need help. I took this video at like 2:30 this morning, and I don't know what to do. Oh God, something's in the bathroom. There's always something in the bathroom upstairs.
So now it's almost 8 a.m. I'm not positive, but I have to imagine whatever it was is still in there. 1, what the heck could it be? 2, what do I do? Because I am not opening that door.
She heard some banging in the basement that housed the workshop where her father had died. After a few days, decided to show it to a local priest she had known all her life. It was then that the actual truth of who her father was came to light. He really was an exorcist and had worked with Father Aaron before to terminate spirits. He told her the home needed a cleansing. Erin couldn't believe her ears, but Father Aaron had sufficient proof and told her everything she needed to know. In the meantime, he offered her a room in the parsonage to stay. A day later, he performed the cleansing, and just when he was about to leave, he gave her a diary that her dad had kept while he was alive. It was in this book that Erin really got to know who her father truly was.
Hey, that's kind of cool. I appreciate you, Noah. You know what I'm saying?
Alex ran an orphanage for kids in Lyon, France. She had inherited it after her mother passed. Her mom didn't want it to end up being run by corrupt charities that would use it as a cash siphon. So she willed it to Alex, so it would stay in the family. Alex loved kids, but somehow she had married a prick who didn't. Her husband, Joey, abandoned her after he found out she was pregnant, so she had to raise her 2-year-old son, Harry, and the kids at the orphanage as well. She had help in the person of Edward, an older man who helped her mum run the orphanage as well. The two had a lot of work cut out for them, but somehow they managed. One day, after a hard day at work, Alex was surprised to hear some banging in her trunk. She checked, and one of the kids, Jeremy, had been in her trunk all the while. It was late, and there was no way she could get him back to the orphanage that day. Jeremy ended up sleeping in her house that night, but that was when tragedy struck. Jeremy lost his life in Alex's house that night. In fact, when the police found out, she was arrested. The only way she got out was because they found CCTV footage of Jeremy entering the trunk by himself, and the autopsy showed Jeremy had had a heart attack. It was improbable for his age, but that was what the autopsy showed. After Alex got home that day, she started to realize strange things happened.
W's in the chat for
Shaking
Noah,
windows,
yo.
loud noises that she could not trace.
W's in the chat for Noah.
The freakiest of her experiences was a cold summer night, the last straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh. Oh.
C'est quoi cette putain de blague? C'est quoi cette merde, putain de merde?
This is kind of scary.
Je tremble, c'est horrible.
Shit, I'd be shaking too.
Le truc, c'est qu'il faut une putain de manette pour ce truc-là. Elle est où la manette?
Never trust ghosts. It's real.
Elle est où la manette, putain?
It's really, really real. Yo, I like that you like to show love, Noah. For real, for real. Door gonna slam on her. Whoosh.
She had heard a strange noise at her door that night and went out to check.
Never trust
she found
ghosts.
her son's toy in front of her door, but the problem was her son had been asleep for more than an hour. She looked around and even checked up on him in his room. Then she remembered Jeremy. It kind of made sense now. The toys getting missing, the trunk moving on its own accord. Alex knew exactly
You have a
what
ghost
she
that lives in
needed.
your house? That's
A
wild.
cleansing. Her mother had it once when a child died on orphanage grounds. The very next morning, she talked to Edward, and they called Father Julius. He told them to leave the house for 2 days while he did his job. Alex took Harry to a friend's house for the 2 days.
Hey, what's
After
up, the
that,
Masked King Shaggy
all the
Rogers?
paranormal activity stopped.
Hey, what's up? I can do this all day. What's up, Noah? Yo, what's up, Tide Pods? Yo, what's up, King Cloudy? What's up, RJ03?
Eliscar was supposed to spend a few
Spooky
days
truck.
of his Christmas
What's
break
up, Ghost
with his
Tonkin?
child alone. His wife, Laurentia, had traveled to go see her parents for a few weeks, so that meant it was going to be just him and baby Camilla. He wasn't too bothered. He was up to the task. In fact, he was looking forward to doing all the stuff his wife had complained about. The first few days were a bit of a hassle. He had forgotten to change the diaper
Very
before
spooky
bed.
truck.
He had fed her too much at night, which meant she was up most of the night disturbing him. But after a few days, he found his flow and was able to do almost all the baby chores without having to call his wife. However, Eliscar
What am I
realized
munching on?
one day that something wasn't exactly right.
Jolly
A
Ranchers.
few things had been missing from their places. They seemed to move slightly away from where he had kept them. Also, it seemed as if baby Camilla would sometimes trash up the house and get things all rattled up. She was too little to be able to do some of the thrashing, as it seemed. Things kept getting worse and worse until one day he caught this on camera while on a video call with his wife.
Escuche.
Oh shit.
Voy a ver que no haya nadie aquí en la casa. Que si no, aquí todo salir.
Yo, guys, let me know if you guys have any super chat requests through. A super chat request is 50 straight through the link in the tip jar.
Hey.
He had heard a noise in the background and had gone to check. He checked the bathroom and the guest room only to turn back and realize something tragic.
Hey. Hey. Hey, mi bebé está allá. Mi bebé está allá adentro.
This shit remind me of the beginning of the PT game.
¿Qué pasó, mi amor? ¿Qué pasó? Vente, mi amor. Vente, bebé.
I thought it was a ghost baby.
Ya, mi amor. Ya, mi amor.
Yo.
¿Vieron eso? ¿Vieron eso? Eso fue horrible. Sí, me tengo que llevar a mi bebé de aquí.
There better be a baby in here.
After that, he slowly backed out and left the building. He wasn't sure what was going on, but he didn't care. He wanted his baby safe. He found a family hotel and lodged for the night. The next morning, he took time out to think about what had happened and what the problem really was. And then it hit him. He and Laurentia had fired one of their nannies a few months back. Eliscar had seen her doing some weird prayer with a seemingly weird necklace while carrying baby Camilla. That was how they found out she actually practiced a bit of voodoo. The couple was not too happy about that and fired her. She cursed at them and told them she'd come for their baby, even in her
Understandable.
death. Elescar called Laurentia, and they talked about the possibilities. After that, they called up the hiring company and inquired about their former employee. It turned out that she actually just died a few weeks back, right about the time Elescar had started noticing the paranormal activity. Laurentia's mom had heard the whole story and called up a priest friend of hers who she wanted to bless Camilla and protect her from the voodoo nanny. Father Phineas got to their city in a few days. He conducted the blessing and also cleansed the house. After that, all the paranormal activity stopped. Mukailo was a young ghost hunter who we have taken a look at in one of the most recent videos on my channel. He was new to the profession and only just discovered his love for it. However, his second mission definitely put him to the test. As a recap for that last video, several paranormal events happened during Mukailo's visit to the haunted house, but fortunately, these paid the bills for him. That did not take away from the sheer fear he felt on his mission though, and the third would be no different. After posting the clips from his first hunt onto social media, his inbox was flooded with frightened customers begging him for his services. The business simply could not fail. In fact, someone offered him a fee of $4,000 if he was able to banish a spirit from their property, and he took them up on this offer, which was where he came across the stuff I am about to show you. It is safe to say that whatever was in that house was not trying to keep itself hidden.
That's not good. Oh, that's not good. What, they got remote controls attached to them? What type of shit? Really?
Strangely, the cabinet continued to open and close.
The Masked King Shaggy Rogers says, BHD never get down and dirty with a buff female ghost. You will always be on the bottom. Damn. Yo, well, speaking of that, man, I went to the club this one time and this really, really buff chick who was in the army, she was trying to smash. And I was scared because she was so much buffer than me. I felt like I would have really been smashed. She was in shape, but she was Arnold Schwarzenegger in shape. Like, she was obviously on the juice, man. And I was like, I don't know what it looked like if the chick is on juice. Like, is it a big, doesn't it shoot out, doesn't it like stick out like a man's genitalia? I'm scared. She was kind of hot for a buff chick. Is this the same female who picked you by your parts? It is not. It is not the same female. It is not the Snuffleupagus Snorlax shaped female that picked me up by my gooch and hoisted me up in the air in the middle of a crowded club on Fremont Street, Club Red, before they shut it down. Good Lord. It was the most ratchet club in all of Vegas. Good Lord. It lived up to his name, man. I almost got beat up by like 3 females on different nights in that club, man. One time I walked up on this group of 2 girls and 1 dude. One of the girls was like a 7, the other girl was like an 8. The 7, she was real inviting to me, like, ooh, I like your vibe, and started like dancing on me and stuff. And then the 8.5, and I say 8.5 because her attitude was really bad, otherwise she'd be a 9. She was dancing and stuff, and I guess she expected me to like thirst on her. And you know, because some girls get mad when you pick the nicer friend, because beauty is common, you know what I'm saying? I like good energy, a female with a positive outlook on life. That's what makes my that's what gets me wet. So with that being said, I was dancing with the 7, and the 8.5 turned around and saw me dancing with a friend that got mad at me and went to punch me in the face. Oh hell no! And went to punch me in the face because she took offense that I wasn't chasing after her. Instead, I was going after the woman with the nicer energy. So you know, they both were in good shape, and after a while, a face ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had nice body. Like, they both had nice bodies. I picked the one with the nicer personality. So she turned around, tried to punch me in the face, and I stood there. I was just gonna take the punch and just, you know, just cry or act like I was hurt. So I stayed there, and she stopped it right here. And then she turned back around like, man, out it. So I just turned around and left because I didn't want to start no issues with him. And then some other guy almost fought me over his girlfriend that I didn't want that night as well. Dude, it's crazy how many good-looking women there are. There are so many, bro. A face can only take you so far. Yeah, that's real. Yeah, I mean, BHD, a female picked me up and lifted me up by my hair, by my butt. That's wild stuff. BHD, you're funny as hell, man. Yo, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, it sucks to hear that your night didn't go too well. If it makes you feel any better, today I got rejected by a girl in front of the chat. Well, it wasn't in front of the chat, you know what I mean? But it was while we were all there. But, you know, I mean, if you're gonna go out, you know, talking to girls, that's just part of it. That comes with the territory. Please, God, let none of us ever become this guy. This one dude crashed out hella hard on females, bro. Like, he was around these 3 streamers. Homie crashed out crazy hard, and Slim Jesus came out with another song. Oh my God, dang, I just saw it yesterday. Dang, well, there was this dude that tried to ask this girl for her number, tried to ask one of the big streamer females for her number, you know, and she did what every female's gonna do when you do that. She ran for her life pretty much, and then the dude had the nerve to, you know, be like, well, I'm gonna, you know, got mad at her. Yeah, I'm talking about the Senna and Valkyrie situation. Yeah, you know what I mean? That shit was lame, yo. Dudes got to stop getting mad when a female says no, all right? The way it works is you have to practice. You have to practice talking to girls. You got to, if you really want to go out learning to get good with girls, you got to go out and talk to like 10 girls a night, bro. Each one of them spend like 10, 15 minutes on them, talking to them, and when you find out that they ain't really trying to smash or kick it or nothing like that, move on to the next one. After a while, you'll get good at it. That's the way. I hate condoms. Valkyrie reveals the time I got busted inside her when she told him not to. That is hilarious. Popular gamer going viral after footage resurfaced of her getting back shots on stream. She wasn't getting clapped out on stream. Did they get that taken down? I think they got that taken down. Dude pulls out a gun on the man for pulling a knife during a fight at a supermarket. Yeah, you know what I mean? We look for it. We didn't find it. I ain't tripping.
What it is, guys, it's your boy BlastphamousHD. If you guys don't know, I am live every single day, 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time. I am very close to Cali, usually. Make sure to like and subscribe. Come check out the live stream. It's your boy BlastphamousHD, Twisms.